Hey everyone, my name is Cardona-Gil, and today I have high hopes of teaching you all how to land a heel flip. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that is completely okay, do not worry. I will make it so that you get a clear picture of what it is exactly that I'm talking about. For those that don't know anything about skateboarding, a heel flip is simply a trick. I will go more into detail about the concept of the trick, what steps are needed to land the trick, and actually attempting the heel flip myself. Personally, I haven't practiced for super long, only about a year and 2 months. In the time I've picked up this new hobby, I've been able to learn new tricks and skills that can and will further benefit my skating in the future. With that being said, none of the skills came easy, of course. But like all things worth your while within your own lives, for myself, I knew it would take time to master any and every aspect of skating, no matter how good I think I am. My purpose in this video today is to start somewhere small. I want to teach you all a condensed version of how to easily and simply learn how to start training for heel flips and then eventually trying to land them yourselves if you'd like to in the future. I myself took quite a while to learn how to heel flip, so I hope to eliminate hours of frustration with this video in order for you guys to better understand how to heel flip. Before we even start on this trick, I want to explain the concept of what is actually happening when one were to step foot on the board. When skating, you have two different positions. Either you have your left foot forward and right foot behind you, which would be known as regular, or you just have the opposite, right foot forward and left foot back, which is known as goofy. Once you can figure out what position you are, you're on your one step closer to learning how to heel flip. You want to become comfortable riding in your pushing position, whether it be regular or goofy, so that you really understand your board, the angles, the curvatures, even the way it reacts to the pressure of your toes and heels when you're riding. You slowly learn to ride around, and this makes it easier to gain control in the first couple of months if you were to decide to start learning how to skate. When you get comfortable enough with your own board, you can then attempt a trick known as the ollie. Now, something I can tell you about the ollie is that it is single-handedly the most important trick of all skateboarding. Without understanding the ollie, it is highly frustrating in trying to learn other tricks because they all revolve around the motion of the ollie. For foot placement, you want to place your front foot behind the front bolts and your back foot in the middle of the tail, but not too far off, like so. The motion of the ollie, in a short sense, is your back foot snaps or pops the middle of the tail of the board, and you must pick it up and your front foot extends and slides its way up to the nose of the board in order to level out the board in the air. When doing the ollie, you want to think of one fluid motion, not two different steps. Remember to pop the tail or the back of the board and slide your foot towards the nose or the front of the board. Here's a quick look at how those steps put together. Now that you know what an ollie looks like, burn that in the back of your head because you're gonna need it later, trust me. When skating, you always wanna understand perception and concepts of any trick you wanna learn, whether you believe it looks easy or not. Tricks may look easy to some person, but God knows how many times they've fallen in order to land that one time, even if it was just once. I have to break a hard truth to you now before I can continue this video, even if it's common sense. You will fall when trying the heel flip. It's up to you whether or not you wanna continue and get up and try to actually land it. The first step into a heel flip, or any trick for that matter, is your footing on the board. Foot position is crucial in order to land this trick. You want to keep your front foot behind the front bolts, just like the ollie, but you want to place your foot off the board just enough so that only your toes are hanging off the board. Nothing else. You're off the board just enough so that only your toes are hanging off, but you want your back foot to remain on the tail, but further down the tail as if you were popping in the corner, not the middle like the ollie. This will help you set up for when you are actually attempting the trick. When a heel flip is executed, you will see one fluid motion as well. Keep steady in both feet when setting up the trick. Step one, you want to be able to bend down toward the board as if it were some floor or some kind of platform. This ensures you have balance while in this position so you don't fall right away. Your front foot is key to this trick because it's the foot that flips the board itself in the air. You want to flick your heel in the opposite corner. You want to flick your heel in the opposite corner of where your foot is and bring it back in order to catch the flip. While the board is flipping, remember to keep your balance and you want to jump up and forward, following the board and catching the board with your front foot only. With your back foot, you want to step off and step behind the board for practice. Keep practicing the flip and catch technique with only your front foot so that you have no problem with the timing. This is a step used to help get your front foot accustomed to flipping and catching while midair. Step 3, the next step you want to follow would be placing your back foot on the board. While the board flips, your back foot should be jumping up after you pop the tail and stay above the board, with just your back foot catching instead of your front foot like previously. Now, with your front foot, you want to land with it behind your board. Practice these motions on both feet in order to learn how to time your flips, catch your flips correctly, learn how to bail out of your trick if you feel you might fall. Each foot has its own job, and knowing what to do can really benefit you in learning how to heel flip. Once you feel each foot knows where to go and what to do, you're ready to attempt your heel flip. I hope this video has helped and inspired at least one person in understanding how to do a heel flip. I hope you guys go out and try your best in landing the trick if you like. Aside from anything else, the most important thing I want you guys to remember when trying to skate is just have fun. Don't be angry with yourself if you can't land right away, because like I said, the things in life that are worthwhile aren't attained so easily. But through constant practice and of course patience, all can be done in time. Thank you for listening.